This is the ECOFLOW River 3 portable power station. My first reaction picking it up was relief. I was worried it would be one of those portable batteries that you regret carrying 5 minutes in. Not the case. It's about 7.8 pounds, so it feels like a heavier laptop or a full gallon of milk. Easy to grab by the built-in handle, easy to move from the garage to the car, and easy to stash on a shelf or under a bed. The body has a smooth, modern look, and the shell feels solid without being clunky. It has an I54 rating, which in plain terms means dust won't get in easily and splashes of water aren't a big deal. I've knocked it against a table leg and set it on a damp picnic bench. No drama, no visible wear. From my experience, charging speed is the standout. ECOFLOW calls it extreme fast charging, and it shows. I've gone from near empty to full in roughly an hour on a wall outlet. That changes the way I plan. If I'm heading out for a camp day or I remember I need backup power before a storm, I can plug it in while I pack and it's ready by the time I'm done. There's also solar charging if you pair it with a panel. It's slower than the wall, but it's steady and practical when you're away from an outlet. I've topped it up during a sunny lunch break and kept going into the evening, which is exactly what I want from a portable power setup. Key features that matter most to me are the capacity, ports, and noise level. The capacity is 245 watt-hours. If you're new to this, watt-hours are basically the size of the gas tank. A simple example. A 20-watt light could run for around 12 hours. For me, that has translated to charging 2 laptops and a phone during a workday on the road, with power left for a small LED lantern at night. The outlets are straightforward. 2 AC ports, one 3-prong and one 2-prong. A 12V car socket for things like a car cooler. 3 USB ports with a USB-C for newer devices, and you can use them at the same time. I've had a laptop, a tablet, a phone, and a fan going without needing to play musical chairs with cables. The unit can handle up to 600 watts with X-Boost, which is a smart mode that helps start up or run some slightly higher draw devices. In my opinion, it's perfect for essentials like laptops, cameras, routers, CPAP machines, small fans, and some compact kitchen gear. I wouldn't plan on heavy tools, hair dryers, or portable ovens. That isn't what this little station is built for. Noise was a big worry for me because some power stations sound like a tiny vacuum. This one is impressively quiet, rated at under 30 decibels. In normal terms, that's whisper level. I've run it overnight in a tent and in a quiet living room during an outage, and it didn't pull me out of the moment or interrupt sleep. It just sits there and does its job. I also didn't expect to rely on the UPS feature as much as I do. UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply, which means if your power blips or goes out, the River 3 takes over nearly instantly, under 20 milliseconds. I've had my home router plugged in during a quick outage, and the internet didn't even flicker. That tiny handoff window saves reboots and reconnect headaches. For something like a CPAP, that's peace of mind. A small fridge or mini fridge might be okay for short interruptions, but I keep expectations in check since startup surges can be high. The point is that, for short blips, it bridges the gap smoothly. The battery management feels smart. I like that the app lets me check status from my phone, how much time is left, what's drawing power, and if there's an update. I didn't think I'd care about firmware updates on a battery, but getting improvements over time is nice. It helps the product feel current and cared for. From my experience, the daily usability is what makes it stand out. I've used it for backyard movie nights, keeping a projector and speaker going. I've taken it to a campsite to power a fan during a humid night and to recharge cameras in the morning. I've kept it by the couch during a short blackout to run a lamp and charge phones while the grid sorted itself out. It feels like an actual take-everywhere tool, not something you only pull out for the once-a-year emergency. There are a couple of things I'd tweak. I wish it had 1 or 2 more AC outlets. 2 is fine for solo use, but with friends or family, it would be nice to plug in an extra device without reaching for a power strip. I also wish there were a built-in LED light. Not a deal breaker, just one of those handy touches you appreciate when you're fumbling for gear in the dark. And even though it can push up to 600 watts with X-Boost, I keep expectations realistic. For high-draw appliances, I plan backups or I scale down to smaller alternatives. That approach keeps stress low and makes the River 3 feel reliable instead of asking it to be something it's not. It's worth clarifying a few basics for anyone new to portable power. When you see watt-hours, WH, think of how long it can run something before it needs a recharge. Watts, W, are how much power a device uses at any moment. If your device uses more watts than the River 3 can supply, it won't run. If your device uses fewer watts, it will run, and the watt-hours tell you roughly for how long. USB and USB-C are for phones, tablets, cameras. AC is like a wall plug for laptops and small appliances. The 12V carport is great for automotive accessories that expect a car-style socket. 54 means it's okay with dust and splashes, but not dunk-proof. UPS under 20 milliseconds means the switch happens fast enough that sensitive gear usually won't notice. In my opinion, the River 3 nails the balance between size, speed, and everyday practicality. It's perfect for people who want a compact power station that charges insanely fast, stays quiet, and is easy to toss in the car. From my experience, it has enough capacity to cover a weekend's worth of light use or to handle a night of essential charging during a storm. I'd recommend this for campers, travelers, creators who need on-location power, students in dorms who want a silent backup, and homeowners who want to keep a router, lights, and small devices running during hiccups. If you regularly run heavy-duty tools or big appliances, I'd step up to a larger model in the lineup, but for most daily needs, this unit feels spot on. I also appreciate the little quality-of-life touches. The handle feels secure even when I'm carrying other gear. The casing shrugs off scuffs better than I expected. The port labels are clear. The screen is readable, so I don't have to guess what's going on. The app ties it together and makes me feel like I'm getting more from the device than just a battery with outlets. In conclusion, the ECOFLOW River 3 portable power station brings together fast wall charging, flexible port options, quiet operation, and a tough, compact build that actually makes sense for everyday use. It's not trying to be a power plant. It's a smart, friendly companion that solves common power needs at home, on the road, and outdoors. Pair it with a solar panel if you want more independence, and it becomes a solid off-grid kit for light to moderate use. You can view detailed information about the ECOFLOW River 3 portable power station in the comments section. Thank you for watching.